Hi, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to my memoirs and a fresh page from my diary. So, the day has finally arrived. I was so very excited. This was one day after renovating the toilet. So, we decided to start on the outer walls of the house. As you can see, the front part of the house looks a bit better. The fundis that we got for that side were, I think, more experienced than the three other walls of the house, which look very, very bad. The frames can be seen, and because of the rains, the mud has been washed away in most parts of the house. So we had a lot of cracks and a lot of holes, hence the name, the nickname that I give my house. I referred to my polka dotted madhouse because of the numerous holes. So we had started this very early in the morning. As usual, we have Kazungu and Hamisi. They're the ones who came to do this piece of work for us. The good thing about these village houses or the simple mud houses, most of the materials we get them from around our shamba. So for the sand or the soil, we just used what we had. They scraped off the top layer, which is the black soil, which is perfect for mudding, and just mixed it with water, and that's it. I really wanted them to use straw, dried grass, but I don't know. I think maybe it's because they've never done it before. They were a bit reluctant. They weren't really into the idea. They were telling me it won't come out as well. It won't look nice, that kind of thing. So I was like, it's okay, since it's the outer wall, and later on we are planning to plaster it because of the rains washing the mud away. Then it's okay. Maybe for the inside walls, we'll see if we'll go with that system, because I had this idea of it resembling a cob house, and with cob houses they use straw and soil and water. As usual, water is the problem. We had contacted my bike guy to bring water. I don't know what the delay was. It had taken so very long. So instead, we opted for this guy, the one that you're seeing with the mitungis pouring in water. He brought us water using a wheelbarrow from down our community well, which was built a few months ago, which is quite a distance from where we live. But he pleaded with me. He told me he can still do it. He can deliver, so long as there is a wheelbarrow, and of course I'm going to pay him the same way that I will pay the boda guy. I was like, it's okay. I admire any hardworking man who is looking for money, and money is not gotten easy most of the time. So I allowed him to bring us water. So he was going with the wheelbarrow carrying 4 mitungis per trip, and I'm telling you, that place is very, very far. This guy got tired and he made around 5 trips before the piki guy came. He made around 5 trips, which was very tiring for him. We requested Kazungu to cut the excess filters at the corner of the house, including the ones which usually protrude at the end of the roofing. Yeah, those two up there. This is a result of a very funny story. This house was built mainly on aid from very good friends and family. And by the time this was happening, we had the materials, but we did not have the labor. And some of our friends offered to buy for us some materials and also pay for the labor. And when that was happening, the fundis that were building, they also happened to know that we were being aided in building this house, and out of the desperation that we had, because as you know, we slept under a tree for around 14 days. So in that scenario, it was a bit difficult for us to supervise the fundis because we were not the ones sponsoring the labor. I don't know if it makes sense. For us, we were being helped, and we didn't have the strength or the voice or even the courage to start commanding these fundis. Maybe don't do this, do that instead. The whole supervision thing, it was not really in our heads at that time, because we felt like now that we're being helped and it is something that we could not do on our own, we lacked that voice to supervise these fundis, and the fundis also knew that we were being helped. So it made it so difficult to just tell them exactly what we wanted. And when they left the roof like that, they left the house at the extended photos at the corners looking like that, we could not in any way go and tell them, yo, Ebu, go back and do this, cut this up, cut that up, fix this. I don't want that. It was very hard. I don't know if somebody else could have felt the same, but that's just how we felt. We told ourselves, because tunabebwa, we are being helped, unanyenyekea and just kubali ubebwe. Then the day that we will get our own funds, we will be able to correct what we felt did not happen the way we wanted. All in all, we are very, very grateful to the friends and family that came to our aid at that very dark moment in our life. After cutting the excess pieces of wood, and as they continued mudding the house, it had started looking very different. There's a way that it was looking before. You can see the difference between the right side and the left side, and it had started looking a bit presentable, and I was so happy with this progress, because this house was looking bad, man. It was looking very bad, and I was every day I will wake up and look at it and my heart will just drop. But when I started seeing the transformation take effect slow by slow, I just smiled. I felt so good. And these guys did a very good job. As you can see, they had just mudded a small section on the outside wall, and there was no hole or crack on the wall that they were working on. You see the difference between the other wall and this wall? It was very well mudded. This was the next day after they had already completed the whole side. And on this day, they were coming to work on the back side of the house, and it looked so different. Just by looking at it, it has already transformed. They say that money can't buy you everything, but it sure can make life better. Yeah, this is what it means. This is what it means, and I was feeling so good. It looked a bit better, a whole lot better actually. And yeah, that was a good feeling. While sharing this story, especially on my TikTok page, I have been receiving a lot of comments and DMs about, covering up the frame of the house and covering up the holes. And I usually don't know exactly how to put it, because the main reason is that we did not have any money. But now that we are doing this, it gives me a good reason to smile. Day 2. So they were to begin mudding this side of the house, and this is the side which has my bedroom. I usually don't have a window on this side, because when the house was being mudded, we did not request that. And by the time we remembered, they had already finished the whole wall. So we were just surviving without a window. So before they continued, I requested them to do a window on our bedroom wall. Yes, so that we can have some light and some fresh air coming, especially at during the day. It gets very hot, especially now that the weather is like this. So this is what they started doing. They started demolishing, breaking, making room for the window. Yes, we want to look for a permanent solution for the walls. We don't want to keep on remudding from time to time, especially after the rains. So we were considering we do the one coat of the mudding, and then we do a plaster for all the walls, because the one problem, as I had talked about in the last video, for renovating the toilet, the one problem with mud walls is they need to be maintained, and when it rains it washes away the mud. Especially for us, we did not consider the roofing design. I have come to realize that with mud houses, you do not do a gable roofing like the one that we used. You're supposed to do a hip joint roof, which covers all the four walls the same way it covers the back wall, because with the gable roof it exposes a very large portion of the wall to the rain and the sun, and rain is the biggest enemy when it comes to mud walls. So we are considering to do a cement plaster. I know it's not recommended as such, but that's what we think will at least make it a bit permanent, so that you don't keep on remudding the wall. So after they completed the whole wall, this is what the sky was looking like. It was just about to rain, and I really panicked. I was really praying that it doesn't rain, because I was worried about the other wall that they started with yesterday, which falls on the side of the gable, the A part of the gable roof, which is the most exposed. But yeah, it eventually rained. They were not that heavy, there were light showers, but it did not really affect the wall. I've come to realize that the direction of the rain matters. If the rain hits the wall, then the mud will run, but if it rains the other direction, then the wall is not affected. So we really need to do that plaster, but according to the way the budget was going so far, I don't think we'll be able to do all the walls and then be able to do the plastering. But we never know. Anything is possible. So we pray for the best. And that was it. So I did not want to make a very long video because if I include everything, it's going to be a very long one. So I'll share the rest of the progress in the coming days. Maybe do a part 2, 3, 4 like that, to make it a bit manageable. But eventually this is how the house turned out. It looks so much better. It looks so much presentable, and I was very happy. We were very happy with the results. It just proves to show, or shows to prove that, if that's even correct English, that there is nothing bad in this world. Hamna kitu kibaya duniani. It's just money. So you're not ugly. It's just that you don't have money. Money makes the world go round. Sabunyaro, this house was looking so bad just the other day, and now it has transformed and looks so much better. I can't wait to do the whole of it, so that you can give it a full makeover. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. Watch out for part 2. I will definitely upload it soon, and also share the figures and costs, and let's see where this transformation will take us to. With love, yours sincerely, Mellow.